Hello and a very warm welcome to week one of this unit on ministry and culturally diverse teams. This is a kind of introductory week where we're looking at the challenges and the advantages and wonderfulnesses of working in a team, and especially in a multicultural team, which is so common now across agencies that are taking the gospel to the ends of the earth. So I want to just orient you briefly to the readings this week. There's a chapter by Tirmizi. I think he's from South Asia, Pakistan or Bangladesh, I'm not quite sure. But he's a good guy, not, as far as we know, a Christian, but he and Claire Halverson have put together this great book, Effective Multicultural Teams, which I think is the best, not from a Christian perspective, book on multicultural teams as a whole. There aren't, in fact, I'm not sure I know many good, particularly research-based books on multicultural teams. This is a good one. He's written a chapter, and probably the heart of that chapter, after talking about some benefits and challenges of working in teams, is his model of multicultural teams, which is, it just shows how many factors are involved in the good functioning success, if you like, of a multicultural team. And then a chapter by Evelyn and me about the challenges of working in a multicultural team, a little bit about stages of forming, norming, storming, performing, and a little bit on goals, roles and souls, but then really highlighting the extra complexity that's involved in a multicultural over a monocultural team, and the need for compromise, and a leader who is able to help the process of communication. Since writing that book 5 years ago, I think I've got an even stronger emphasis in my mind on the need for building good relationships between team members. And the team leaders are a really important part of that also. But for every member, putting the time in to be able to understand as best as possible each other, care for one another, show love to one another, build trust in each other, put stuff into the emotional bank balance with each other. That's an essential foundation for all teamwork. And then David Greenley, who's the OM research director and has been for many years. He spent 14 years, I believe, on the OM ships, and then had some other ministry, and then became the research director for OM. And he's co-writing with a guy called Abraham Thulare, a South African OMer. Actually, he was with WEC before that in Japan. But so people with missions experience, and talking about, again, the potentials and pitfalls of multicultural teams, with 5 nice little case studies at the end of that chapter. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this week's readings, and also a couple of little videos, one by Scott Moreau, who's done some good little teaching videos on working in multicultural teams, and I get the impression that from his work in Africa, I think in a multicultural team with many Africans and others as teachers in there. I think he worked in a Bible college or university. He's got some good experience to draw on, and knows the tears and the laughter and the joy of working in a multicultural team. Anyway, I hope you have a great week with digging into benefits and challenges, particularly from your own experience of working in teams.